So if you could please, let's think about the sides first. So our sides are 8, 19, and 23. Do we have any sides the same?
No.
Since they're all different, what do we call it?
Scalene.
Scalene. Now let's look at the angles. We have 2 acute angles, but what else do we have? Obtuse. So since we have 1 obtuse, we call it an obtuse triangle. Next one. Let's look at the sides first. Do we have some sides that are congruent? Yes, 4 and 4. So we have 2 sides congruent. If we have at least 2, what's it called? Isosceles. And you spell that? Isos, and then skeles. That's how I remember it.
Skellies.
That's how I like to say it in my head so I can remember how to spell it. And then what kind of angle do you see?
Right.
Right, so it's a right triangle. And remember, right triangles are because it has 90 degrees. Great. We're not going to spend much time on classifying because I feel like you have it. We're going to move on. Some important vocab for you. Interior angles of a triangle are on the inside. I'm going to label those with an I. And these are formed by the sides of the triangle. So interior are right here. There are 3 interior angles. Exterior are a little different. If you take the sides of the triangles and you extend them, then you get exterior angles. So I'm going to make 3 exterior angles. Okay. These ones right here, I'm going to mark them in blue. These are your exterior angles. And you notice they're made by extending the sides, and then they make a linear pair with the interior angle. So that interior angle plus the exterior angle, those would add to 180. So please make sure you extend the sides of your triangle. So on your picture, you actually have the angle created, because otherwise you've just put an E outside the triangle and you've not actually made an angle. Okay, we're going to apply some properties now, or talk about properties. The first one, I hope you knew already coming into here today, that the 3 interior angles of a triangle add to 180. Whoop. So the sum of the measures of those adds to 180. We could write an equation for that. A plus B plus C equals 180. And this is called the triangle sum theorem. I will need you to know that name eventually, but it's on your gold sheet. So will you need the gold sheet when you come back from semester? Yes, please don't lose it. If you already have, then you'll have to make a new one. A corollary is just something that follows from a theorem. So the corollary to the triangle sum theorem is that the acute angles of a right triangle are complementary. Let's think about why that makes sense. If this is 90, then if you subtract from 180, these two also have to add to 90, so they're complementary. So A plus B would have to be equal to 90, because that other one is already 90. You only have 90 degrees left. And the last one here, and this is the one I want to show the video for, because this is the one that I see students forget the most. This exterior angle right here. I'll label it so the exterior angle is equal to B plus C, which is the 2 opposite interior angles. That's something I'd like you to have a visual for, so I'll get the video working and show that to you. The reason for that is we know that the exterior and the interior make a linear pair, and so if you take those two other angles, they'll fit in that spot. Okay, we're going to write some equations with these and solve some algebra. So the first one, you have two options. You could add up all three angles, the 90 plus 3x plus 11 plus 4x minus 5, and what would it be equal to? 180. You could do that. Or, what do you know that these two angles are equal to because the other one's 90? 90. So we could just say that 3x plus 11 plus 4x minus 5 equals 90, because that's all that's left if you subtract the 90 away from 180. So we're solving that equation. Make sure you combine like terms, your x's and your constants. What would that be? That's 6. And then make sure you add or subtract first. So subtract the 6. And then you're going to divide by 7. Which I believe is 12. But you're not done, because you need to find the angle measures. So find BAC and BCA. Doesn't matter which one you choose to plug into. I'm going to do 3x plus 11. So take your 12 degrees, and we're going to replace it where x is. So 3 times 12 plus 11. 3 times 12 is 36. So we know that this angle must be 47 degrees. You could plug back in if you want to and get the other one. So substitute 12 into the other angle. Or, you know that those two add to 90. So what's 90 minus 47? 43. So this one has to be 43. And then the last one is an exterior angle one. So the opposite interior angles add to the exterior angle. So 2x plus 76 equals 5x minus 2. Can you please solve that equation? Make sure you move your variables to one side. That needs to happen first since there's no distribution or combining like terms. Be what would that be? Is that 20? Is that 26? Okay. And same as before, you actually have to get the angle measures. If I were you, I would choose to plug back into the one that's 2x because it's quicker. So I'm going to take my 26 and multiply it by 2. That way I know what angle the angle is at B. Oops, So 2 times 26 would give us, thank you. And then if we add up these two angles, they should be congruent to the last one. So 52 plus 76 would give us 128, which is that angle right here.